See that? That's it there, that's it there.
Marcy legacy, baby. Marcy legacy.
Emma rather do school.
Rather what?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got a lot to think about when he's got a full squad.
Aubameyang is no captain, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Make a note of the date. May the 15th.
As usual, I'm FM. We've got A-Footy, the Grand Champ, and CIC on the show. It's a big one, this one. It's a big one. We're going to have a lot of laughs. I hope you guys listening, watching at home are going to have a lot of laughs. So let's start with the Friday game. Arsenal won 3-1 at home against the Villains.
Yeah.
Arsenal mid-table, struggling team. Once upon a time, relegation battles, but moving on up. Villa, they're looking jittery there.
Yeah, it was a good win for Arsenal. I know, obviously, at the start of the season, it was all doom and gloom. I was part of that, doom and gloom team. Still don't think Arteta's the right man, but he's doing well so far. So he's been 7 games unbeaten now?
Yeah, 7 games unbeaten.
7 games unbeaten. We've kept, I think, about 3 to 4 clean sheets in the game. So
yeah.
Ramsdale's looking like an inspiring signing.
Ramsdale. Amazing.
He reminds me of a Jens Lehmann, the attitude. Just that Lehmann was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
And
which at any time.
And yeah, that was a good victory, man. I was so obviously happy for the guys that came in, Lacazette, and you can see what Lacazette does for Arsenal when he plays. He links up the play better, frees Aubameyang more. And not to say Aubameyang should play on the wings all the time, but certain games you need to mix it up.
Yep.
So it was a very good team performance. I actually like the way we're playing, and the third goal Emmitt Smith-Rowe scored was Arsenal back in the days, the one-touch football, passing straight.
Even though Grand Champ, you question Smith-Rowe playing every game.
No, I do. Max, I do question him. I just feel like the boy plays 90 minutes. I'm sure FM questioned him last episode.
I did question him. I said he wasn't ready to be.
You see, I dragged you into that as well.
Yeah.
But just to say, he can't. Sorry, Peter. I'll let you speak. He just can't play every game, but he's keeping me shut now because every game he's actually making a contribution. So until then, I just have to keep shut.
Yep.
He's needed in that team, I like the way he plays. He's not the best, you understand, but the way he plays and his energy, he keeps the team going. That's what it is. And that team, I'm a bit disappointed with Aston Villa, because, I love their project over there. But it's an attacking footballing team. That game, I enjoyed it, really. It's a nice game.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And just to finish it up with, I was happy Martinez. You see when he considered the penalty, and once he saved it, and then he tried to get up again, then Oba scored a rebound. He looked like he was crying. Why is he crying? But good for him, because Martinez, all he talks about is Arsenal. Every interview, I love Martinez, but I couldn't wait to get one over him, because every interview he does talking about, Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Even on Twitter, he was even saying to Aubameyang that, I hope to save a penalty from you. And then Aubameyang said to him, well, I hope to lob you. And then what happened is he saved the penalty, and then the rebound, they lobbed him. So I guess they both got what they wanted anyway.
Yeah, Martinez eats, sleeps, and Arsenal. He loves us, and it's like a bitter ex-girlfriend or something that's just hating us.
You have to love his passion, though. Like what you bring.
One thing on Villa came there with some tactics of thuggery. I don't know what they were doing, thinking that they could come there. Maybe they thought they could bully the younger boys of Arsenal there, but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
They got about 5 or 6 yellows there, kicking and all sorts there. But Arsenal deserved the victory, and well done to them and their good run of unbeaten form.
Yep. Okay. We brushed through the Friday game. We went through it. We breezed through it. We're gonna talk about that big game. I know it was a Sunday, and I know we're trying to keep it on track, as in we follow the games on Saturday and then we follow the games on Sunday. We're just going straight into it. We're going straight into it. Man United versus Liverpool. Woo!
Woo! Ric Flair.
That's
Let me
it.
just say, Man United
Brilliant.
endured one of their worst days in the Premier League era as they were
Yep.
embarrassed 5-0 by Liverpool at Old Trafford.
Never ever.
Old
Never ever.
Trafford.
Never happened.
Wow.
Rashford.
No.
Was it 4-0 at halftime? And
Yeah. They were
them
lucky that it wasn't double figures.
Mancunians were leaving in the mass.
Oh, you need to see the pitch stadium.
yeah,
There was like there was pictures, the camera view from the on top of the stadium. Loads of people in the streets at half time.
Yeah, it looked like at least 10,000 people had exited at half time, had enough.
To be honest, yeah, we all knew they were gonna get beaten, you know. Like last episode I mentioned they're gonna get smashed, you know, like the comparison from both teams is just, it's too different, you know. Liverpool is just world class compared to Man United's team, and especially this is gonna go back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for me, you know. As a manager, I'm a guy, when I watch football, when a manager is coaching a team, I like defenders to coach a team or midfielders. Do you understand what I'm saying? But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a striker. I don't know. I don't see him being a top manager. I like players. I like managers like that can see the game, that's played the game in the central midfield or as a defender. Don't forget this guy. He was not a first-team player at Manchester United. He was only on the bench, as a sub. So his experience, his knowledge of game is totally different. That's what I can see. It's just, but he's got Michael Carrick.
That's not the reason.
He's got Michael Carrick alongside him. No, I'm just talking about his management style. He's got Michael Carrick alongside him as
nobody as well.
It's just poor.
Carrick's nobody as well. The whole coaching staff are poor. Even Mike Phelan that was there before with maybe Alex Ferguson. His time is outdated because you have to obviously you blame majority of the blame on Ollie, but the rest of their staff, I don't even know what games they're watching and what they're doing in training, because what they do in training is different to what they do once they get on the pitch. It's just a total.
Maybe that's what they do. Maybe that's what they do in training. Because if you think about it,
open season.
Well, when they played Atalanta, I saw an interview with Scorsese saying if they play like this on Sunday against Liverpool, then you know they're gonna get real thrashing. He saw it, and they played the same. They played exactly the same. And what happened?
And the same team.
Same team, and they got complete thrashing. Real thrashing.
It was awful performance, and I was hearing them saying Fred passed fit for the game. He shouldn't even played. I was looking at the stats. Fred didn't make one tackle as a defensive midfielder. Didn't make one tackle. You got Scott McTominay, who didn't make one tackle in the first half. Second half, you made only one tackle. So you have two defensive midfielders who made one tackle in combined. Shocking in 19 minutes. You got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's supposed to be the best defensive right back in the league or at United or whatever. He made one tackle in the entire game. So I guess, I mean, to be fair, many of the Man United players now will still be seeing stars because they couldn't get close to Liverpool. They couldn't get close to Liverpool. Harry Maguire was at fault for 2 goals. Lindelof was trying to cover, doing nonsense. Shaw was
all over the place.
Shaw getting rinsed out on the right. It was like open seasons.
It's a joke. When they're in possession of football, when you watch other teams, when other teams are in possession of football, maybe like let's say 2 minutes in the game, do you understand? And any time in the game, you see attractiveness when they're attacking, when they've got possession. Man United, when they have possession of the game, it's nothing going on. It's just sorry, from A40, but we spoke about this last week when we said United don't know how to impose themselves. Against Leicester City, they couldn't impose themselves. They're only good to playing teams on the counter. And then when you meet a team like the high intensity as Liverpool, how do you beat that?
They tried to go toe to toe with Liverpool. You can't go toe to toe with Liverpool, especially when your team is just individuals and not going as a team. So,
I believe you hit the nail right on the head there, CIC. Man United is a collective of very, very good players, but they're not a team. And they don't play a style of football that can do anything against a top side like Liverpool. Nobody wants to run, Mason Greenwood will close down Robertson. but Ronaldo's not going, and
Yep.
Rashford is not going.
Yep.
Matic or Fred or McTominay,
No one's
they're
going.
all nobody's going. So it's like, okay, you go, and then they just pass around him, and before you know it,
Yep.
Salah's on Maguire and Lindelof there, and it's 1-0. Do you know
It's,
what I mean?
it's shocking stats. You look at the stats that was brought out of the game. They said United in the league, the United have kept only one clean sheet in the league. They rank 18th. You're looking at goals conceded for United to 15 goals already. They rank 16th in the league. This is relegation stuff.
Wow.
They look at tackles per games in the entire season. United have got, so United make the lowest amount of tackles. Errors leading to shots. United make the worst errors, so they're at the bottom of the table. So all these statistics being brought for United shows that they've got so much
Problems
in defense.
Problems.
One clean sheet in how many games? 12 games or
21
20?
games. Yeah,
21 games.
And they introduced Varane as
My
well.
goodness.
Like
My goodness, what's happening now? He needs help. He needs
80 million for Maguire.
Wow.
50 odd million for
You finished-
Wan-Bissaka.
You finished them last week there, member.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking
Back
stats.
there, the fire there. But the thing is,
Take it easy.
Grand Champ, the stats that you're bringing up, you would associate them with a team like Norwich. Not Man United.
relegation.
Norwich that's got 2 points or whatever they got. That's
And-
what you associate. How can Man United have worse stats than Norwich? It's shocking.
It's shocking. And then it will make it even worse. Forget the defense, because the defense is their big Achilles heel. But look at the attackers. They got Ronaldo, they got Rashford, they got Marshall, they got Greenwood, they got Sancho. And you look at the United's goal difference.
Wow.
One.
How many of those people that you mentioned can score like 20 goals or more in the Premiership?
No,
Ronaldo hasn't
no.
scored
I
in the
understand
last
that.
4
But
games there in the Prem.
No,
Look,
but these are well-known names in Europe.
Exactly.
Marshal's rubbish. Let's not pretend.
These guys are top
Greenwood is
players.
still a kid.
These guys are top players. Let's not get out what we're trying to say. Look, it goes down to Ole Solskjaer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
My United board, or Sir Alex Ferguson, God bless him, someone needs to interfere and just talk and just get rid of this guy. Look, if they sack this guy, yeah, he will always be a legend of the club, no matter what. From the fans, they will always remember Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and respect him. So
As a
get
player.
him out, get him out now and get somebody. I don't know whoever, but just get
Conte, they're
someone.
saying Conte is the one that they're saying, followed by Zidane. But at the end of the day,
It's the same thing. It's the same cycle.
yeah, it's the same thing. What's it called? It's going to be hard work getting this team to to work as a team.
There you go.
Because Ronaldo even though they love the king returning, but he's causing a problem there. He's not scoring in the Prem. As I said, he hasn't scored in the last 4 games. Cavani should be playing. If anything, if Ronaldo doesn't want to be benched, at least have Ronaldo on the left and Cavani up front.
That's all.
Ronaldo's a big problem.
The thing is, Man United have caused a huge problem for themselves.
Yeah, they have.
Rashford has come back, and he's just shooting on sight. Every time I see Rashford, he's shooting on sight.
He wants to be like Salah.
Ronaldo can't play on the left anymore. He hasn't got the legs for it. He hasn't got the legs.
But he can't play up front as well.
He has to play. They have to play with 2 up front, and it has to be Cavani, someone who can, chase on the ball and harry the defenders. Ronaldo can't do that, so they have to play with 2 up front. And then you've got issues with Marshall, Rashford, Greenwood. Greenwood can't cross from the right side. I don't know what he's doing. 70. How much did they play for Sancho? Sancho was on the bench. What is that?
70. It's
crazy.
It's all over the place.
Van der Beek, I want to keep him defensive midfielder. Guy doesn't get a look in nowadays.
He doesn't like him. I think that's him and Sancho were bought by upstairs.
What do you think about Van der Beek?
Grantham. Both of those players are bought by upstairs. It's a sign. Definitely Van der Beek. How can Van der Beek not play? What's it called?
Van der Beek?
When the team is so bad.
What's his name there? CIC Van der what?
Van der Beek, or whatever. It's Van der Black. He's a poor. How can he not play in the team?
Look, you mentioned all these names now. Yeah, well, we're gonna get a new coach now to come coach this team, and what he's gonna spend another 100 million in
he won't be giving that money.
It's a joke, it's just ridiculous. I don't even know what to say anymore.
The thing is, you guys, man. The thing is, A-Footy, if they bring in another top class manager, he does need to spend money because there are holes everywhere. the team, there are holes everywhere. You cannot play with McTominay and Fred as two defensive midfielders. I'm sorry.
Spend again to
They
how much
have to spend.
Well, they have to get
can't-
a top defensive midfielder anyway.
have
They have to
to.
get that.
Definitely.
A new right back as well.
Maybe a better right back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, Cavani is what's it called? I think Cavani, this is his last season.
100%.
Facts.
Could be Ronaldo's last season. He's wishing he never came. He's a shadow of his former self.
Is it past the 28 days return thing? You know, the refund thing.
Definitely past now. Definitely past.
Let him check the receipt quickly.
Shocking. I even saw a clip on the web with Van der Beek on the bench. I think it was, but not this game, but the previous game against Van der Beek. Hey, don't try that. Not bleak. Even though his future at Man United looks bleak.
That's it. That's why I went with Van der Beek.
But there was a clip on the internet where he didn't come on as a sub, and Bailey was consoling him on the bench, and then he decides chewing gum and dashes it out Ole on the touchline, but he misses Ole. Yeah,
why not? Because it's if you're him, how do you feel when you're seeing what's it called, Matic, Fred, McTominay, and they're all playing, and you still don't get a look in, and the team is that bad? But anyway, we should also talk about how wonderful Liverpool were as well.
We will get there.
Liverpool. Let me just say this quickly, FM, quickly. Like, look, I just looked at the table, and I'm saying West Ham 4th, I think, and I'm looking at Jesse Lingard. He was on loan at that team, and he had a chance to sign for that team, and what's going on, man? That's
another player who will harry defenders and cause them to make mistakes. That's the kind of person that should be playing. But because he hasn't got the big reputation like Ronaldo, Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood, that's why he isn't playing. And he should be playing because he showed it last year. He can bang in the goals and he can harry and make defenders make mistakes. He should be playing.
You said about Smith Rowe not playing all the games. Why is Greenwood playing all the games there for Man United?
Sancho's been poor. Who's going to play on the right?
No, I'm sorry. What's it called? We just said a few minutes ago, Greenwood can't cross. So why is he playing all the time? I know
Sancho can't even cross.
Sorry?
Sancho can't cross, can't dribble.
Sancho is supposed to be there as a winger. What's it called? That's why he was bought.
But what's he done? He's done nothing.
Hey, but for me, you spend 75 million. You need to give him more game time than that.
Yeah.
You played him on the left.
You have a Popper Grealish all the time. He's been given game time.
Thank you.
Sancho needs to be given game time to allow him to acclimatize to the Premier League because it's faster than the German League.
There you go.
But he's not getting there. And I don't get it. It's crazy. Lingard not getting the time. Crazy. Van der Beek not getting the time. It's absolutely nuts. Greenwood should not be playing every game. But there we go. We move on. Ronaldo, like I said, is a former. He looks like, I don't know, he looks a completely different player to last year. The guy was super angry and should have been sent off for that game.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I said it. People were saying that, oh, no, he kicked at the ball. That is petulance at its highest level. He should have been off for that.
What saved him is who it was. Himself.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, that's what it was. Anyone else, it's a red card.
Red card, man, because come on, look at that, man. Like, you could cause real damage kicking the ball at a player like on the floor like that.
And that was the only good. And Bruno Fernandes, that was the only good thing he did there in that game, defending Ronaldo. Instead of being able to defend for his own team in real gameplay, he was only good at trying to defend what's it called, but he was dealt with by Canute anyway.
As soon as Van Dijk came in, Ronaldo
What's this? What about Pogba coming on and getting sent off like that?
I saw a picture of Pogba walking off the pitch. The guy was smiling.
Oh my goodness! Maybe it was just a game plan, just to show the fans that this is what I can do, whatever, and I don't even care. That he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's not signing a new contract. He's leaving at the end of the season.
But you know what? Yeah, people have a proper Pogba, but for me, the guy's a class player, and if he's played in the right place with the right people, he can mimic what he does. What he does for France. But because Man United don't do anything towards his playing style. He's a useless guy on the pitch, and he gets all the blame. Even though he didn't play that game, well, he did play that game and got sent off the game before. He still gets the blame all the time.
It's true. I mean, you see, Ole is just so incompetent. How do you the spine of the team should be Pogba, Fernandes, and maybe a better defender at the back. Because Pogba should be playing in midfield, and you should be building that team around Pogba and Fernandes, basically, and then have the other people sort of fit into the jigsaw.
Workers.
Formation.
Yeah.
The formation is key.
Yeah.
With the team the squad that Man United's got, can they play 4-3-3 like Liverpool and Man City?
They could.
Bruno Fernandes play on the left side of the
good.
3 like Kevin De Bruyne does on the left to the right? That's what you have to look at.
Yeah, you could play them. He's just, I don't know. He's just
the formation needs to be changed.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, you need the right coach. Get the right coach in, then maybe you're talking.
Yeah,
that's what it is, man.
CIC said it wasn't so much that Man United were bad, but Liverpool were so good.
Nah,
they were so good. They were very, very good. Man, just to start off with, Mo Salah is the first player in Premier League history to score a hat-trick against Man United at Old Trafford. Can you believe that? First person to score a hat-trick at Old Trafford in the Premier League.
Ronaldo scored in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Or the Premier League.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
What's it called? The whole lifetime, isn't it?
Yeah. Almost as old as your birthday's coming there, the grand child, almost as old as you there. Since someone scored a hat-trick at Old Trafford.
Ronaldo.
Give him 500 grand a week, man. Give him best player in the world right now. Can't stop scoring 10 in a row.
I was gonna say, what did you say? What did you say, CIC?
I think he said a million.
I was joking. I said even a million, but I think Liverpool missed a trick on it now. If they signed him up earlier in the season, it would have been 350,000. The more he does this, the more his bargaining power gets more for the agent to say more money.
That hat trick is another 50 grand at least.
Trust me, Paul go bonuses as well.
Confirmed.
Every week. The guy's on fire.
He's on fire, but I feel like I watched that game. I was watching like the extended highlights, to be honest, of that game again. And for me, Liverpool were not even in first gear. Liverpool didn't have to do anything. Like it was open season. It was open season. Maguire was in the center part. It was just open. It was too easy. For me, Liverpool just took it easy, and I feel Liverpool they break a sweat with that game.
They certainly did.
They even let them off.
Yeah, towards the end of the game, Liverpool, shifted down a couple of gears. They just started passing the ball around. There was one point where Man United didn't touch the ball for 5 minutes.
Yes, I remember that.
It went to Henderson to Robertson, come back to Henderson to Trent, come back to Henderson, Henderson to Salah, come back to Trent, back to him. It was just too good. Man United were dead. They were completely dead there.
What's it called? Liverpool still unbeaten. I think they're unbeaten in all competitions this season.
Don't worry.
They've not lost a game yet.
You ain't doing no beating run, mate. Relax yourself.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that at the moment they've not lost. What's it called? They've not lost in any competitions this season.
And you know what? Apart from Liverpool being such a good team as a collective on the pitch, they've got the workers. The whole of midfield, they're all workers. None of them are great. Naby Keita he's not great. Henderson's not great. Curtis Jones that came in is not great. Chamberlain,
you know what you get with Milner,
but he's not great. But they work there. They know
their roles. That's why. That's the difference. They know their roles.
And apart from that,
you have to know your role.
Apart from that, they've got one of the best managers in the league as well.
That's it.
Klopp is on the touchline.
I was screaming when Klopp went to Liverpool as well. I wanted him at Arsenal so bad.
There was opportunities for the likes of Arsenal and Man United to get him, but they held on to their Wenger or whoever too long. Man United, I don't know who they went for instead. There was opportunities to get him before he went to Liverpool, but thankfully he came to the right place.
I think Man United did try to get him, but he was still working on his Dortmund projects there, so he turned them down. They
need to get someone like that right now, someone tactical, someone that would change the game while you're currently playing, just change.
And the good thing, it's true. One more thing about Klopp, he's not scared to make big decisions. Because I was shocked to see Mane on the bench in that game. Even Joe Matic dropped there still. Because I was looking at that midfield and I was a bit thinking, well, those old legs that can't move against Atletico Madrid, that was the same midfield that let them back into the game. So, but it showed that a top manager can make top decisions and not scared.
Yeah. Let me mention that again. Let me touch up on that again. Big with the way he's managing Mane and Salah with big egos. And these are top African players, that's earning big money. And the way he's just controlling both of them is just brilliant.
And the thing is, he drops in Jota scores. He drops in Firmino bangs in a hat-trick not too long ago. He drops him in and out, in and out.
It's too much.
And guys, that's a good thing about Liverpool. That even though Salah's on fire, we can still get some goals from the other three as well. Still, we don't.
It's crazy. And you look at Liverpool this season in the last 5 games. In the last 5 games, Liverpool scored 5 times against 3 oppositions. Look at Porto in the Champions League; they scored 5-1.
I said that last week.
They
bring it up again.
I was trying to do the maths while I couldn't catch up. Too many goals. It's crazy.
It's just crazy goals. Like Liverpool just finding it hard, just easy to dish it out 5s, just giving different teams 5s. People now,
dishing out 5s.
They're dishing out 5s. Teams are passing out 5s to other teams now. There's like a ripple effect now. It's crazy.
One of the funniest things over the weekend, it was a really, really enjoyable game. I said it to you guys, I had so much fun watching that game. It wasn't Arsenal, but as a neutral fan watching that game, it was really, really good fun. And one of the things I liked was when they panned up to the stands and they showed Fergie's face.
Oh yeah, it was gone.
I know.
And Dalglish was laughing.
I know the big contrast.
I tell you, the anger that was on Fergie there, you can see if they would showed his hands, they would have been shaking again.
Look, I personally think, Fergie is the man that could interfere with this transfer management thing. Like, Ole Gunnar that's his goal. He can say something.
Fergie finished. If Fergie might have even given the green light to get this Solskjaer here.
He did.
But that shows you Fergie's finished.
He was part of the recruitment board to get Solskjaer in.
That's what I'm trying to say. He can interfere right now and just do something.
There's no more interference because he's only bought board
right now. Please do something.
I tell you something that you guys probably don't know. When Moyes was sacked, they lost 3-0. And he was sacked on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
When Mourinho was sacked, they lost 3-1 to Liverpool, and he was sacked on a Tuesday. What's tomorrow?
Right
there. You heard
it might be a bit different on this one. I think, you look at the way Gary Neville and people talk about ex-United players, talk about Ole. He's a bit more protected. I don't know why. It's like a golden child. They don't want to criticize him too much, but listen.
Well, it's only Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand. Roy Keane and Paul Scholes don't beat about the bush there. They tell it as it is.
Did you hear what Paul Ince said?
What did he say?
No. He said when I was slaughtering Man United for hiring Oli, I was getting slaughtered. Now look, he's being slaughtered. He should be sacked. Paul Ince is not holding anything back there. Brilliant. He tweeted it as well. It's like,
whoa, did he?
I was slaughtering this guy for, Man United for getting him in, and now look, I told you. Wow.
Ole on the wheel.
Ole at the wheel.
You know what? Good for Liverpool scored only 5 anyway. We don't want to take sacked anyway. Let's just keep the entertainment. It's gonna go.
I've already said that if Ole gets sacked tomorrow, Ole can come to Old Trafford at any time. I'm telling you, this guy is a legend. He will be loved at any time. They just need to get things going.
The new age fans are gonna remember.
He won't be a villain. He won't be a villain or hated. He will still be a club legend.
And you know what? We want Ole to stay.
We want him to stay. I like Ole.
We love Ole too. We love Ole as well.
I like Ole. We lost the petition.
I don't think if the results in the next few games, carry on like that, there'd be a rate where they struggle to finish maybe in the top 4. Because against Spurs next game on the next week, coming weekend. After that, you got the Manchester derby.
That's what I'm
In between
saying.
that, you got Atalanta.
Yep.
So he might not last. He might not last that long.
Look,
Arsenal lost their first 3 games, and we were getting slaughtered, being called Banter Club, blah blah blah. We're on the same points as Man United now.
Pass the baton on. That's what you've done.
Same
You're like
points
relay.
as Man United. Pass the
relay.
baton on. Yep,
Yeah, you passed it on there.
They can have it.
They've been banter for a long time. They've been a banter. They haven't won a trophy for almost 4 years.
Now,
So,
Ole should have been gone by now anyway. You look at the last 10 games for United, they've hardly kept any clean sheets.
That's a big that stat alone.
They've lost 5 games. They've won 3, they've drawn 2. Like, the form's not good reading. And the futures again. And United have been playing so crap against normal teams. And like all we've been saying everywhere, it was bound to happen. And listen, long may it continue, man. Anyway, on United.
And as you said, the wins that they've even got against Villarreal and
Atalanta,
they've been very lucky. What's it called? Had to come back and build. Yeah.
Quick question.
All right.
Quick question. You know me and my question. You guys are neutral, obviously. Who would you like to take over as a Man United manager if Ole was to go? I see you first.
I couldn't care less.
Well, what's it called?
But just pick
what's it called? I think Paul Scholes is available.
Yes.
But I'm joking anyway. But I think what's it called? It'd be between what's it called? It has to be between like Conte and Zidane. And I don't think Zidane wants it, so it's more Conte. That's what it is really. Because if you look out there, who's really out there? The really good ones, they're all taken already.
All taken. I'll probably say you've got a guy at Ajax. I feel like he would actually get United playing good again. As part of defending, I don't know, but Ten Hag would definitely have United playing. You would see the philosophy. They would have a style of play. Because what he's done at Ajax is no coincidence. What he keeps doing with that team every season, losing all the best players, playing in Champions League.
Get to the latter stages of Champions League.
Yeah, Champions League. He would actually get United playing. But then
it's a good what's it called? Good shout there still.
Well, United look like a cursed chalice anyway. Who wants to go to United?
That's what I'm saying. That's what you have to be careful of. What's it called? If he comes there, he might not even last to the end of the season. But
I'm with the faithful Man United fans. I just want Ole to stay because
of course you do.
I love watching Man United now, regardless. So I'm not going to give you any other names. Sorry,
it's true. Ole stays.
Ole at the wheel. Ole at the wheel.
Give him whatever he wants. Give him whatever he wants.
500 grand a week.
There you are. Give him what he wants. Contract for life. What Rio said.
Yeah, Rio was definitely on the source that day.
He's a curse himself. Let's move on.
All right, let's not spend. We'll try not to spend the whole show on Man United. I'm just going to finish off with Solskjaer described the loss as his darkest day as Man United manager. Yeah, it was a really, really bright day for us. It was a bright day for us.
Brightest day for me as an Arsenal fan. I told you, as an Arsenal fan, I was hoping it was 8. Yeah, I was hoping. I was angry as well. I was hoping.
Can you imagine?
That's what happened.
Hoping Man United lose 8-0 to Liverpool at home at Old Trafford. Wow.
He would have been gone.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Thank you very much, Man United. We're just gonna quietly move on.